I'll also record it. Here we go. All right. So we're almost at 5 o'clock p.m. our time and 8 p.m. Eastern. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody had a great Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to the fearless dads in the community. Maybe you guys are still out celebrating. I know that every day is a celebration for us. This year, my hubby, he's an amazing dad. This year he had a couple things happening with his health, and I think one of the reasons why I love this business is because of our freedom, to be able to be with him whenever we needed to be with him. The time freedom that's actually given us is you can't replace it. So whenever I said, 12 years ago, I was like, you know what? Hey, I want a business to where I don't have to, if I can't, that I don't have to show up, or a job. And so I think it's just kind of been one of those things. I made that decision, even though most of my family and friends actually went in the opposite direction. And so maybe you feel that way here. Maybe you're one of those people that, that you really, really, really want to work for yourself, but there's things that you're not quite sure of, or you don't have that like, okay, aha moment yet, because there's things in your life where you will actually say to yourself, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I don't want to work for someone else again or ever. And so what does that look like? Like on a day-to-day basis, what does that look like? So for me, teaching people, we had 3 Zooms last week, actually, for Get Fearless Freedom. We actually had 3 Zooms. And the reason why I do Zooms in this platform here is to just kind of show people, what it is, what platform we use in order for our cash flow, basically bottom line. But there's always those steps because it's a very simple system. And so, yes, we go over that and how does it work and all the how-to, but then there's that component of you, like the person that's listening right now on this Zoom. It actually boils down to you and your limited beliefs or your beliefs about working for yourself. Okay. So that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. And I don't think it's discussed enough, is that it's all the beliefs that you have. The older we get, the more filing cabinets that we get that get plugged up here. And so I think the more that we like think about it, like, oh, geez, I'm not sure, I haven't seen the validation yet. And so I love it when I see people make sales with GFF, because that's the validation. I love it when people get like a lead, like, oh my gosh, I just got an opt-in. Hey, I posted a Craigslist ad, or I did a Facebook post, or invited someone to a Zoom. Those are those steps that you're taking that will actually then validate and help you realize that, yes, this is indeed working, So I can show all the validation and I've been using this system for 5 years, but that doesn't help you, does it? So when a person plugs in, we give a person an immediate getting started guide. Like literally this guide I've used for over 12 years. Okay, this guide. So this guide is, if you read the guide, not just, oh, I got the guide and you know what, Martha, I'm going to read it next week. No, actually, if you got off the Zoom here tonight and you join and you read this guide, it's literally my step-by-step blueprint on how to actually get traffic to your website. In fact, most of the time, I'm in the background myself, always running traffic, because without traffic and without that action step, you know what I mean? Then you're not going to make it happen. You're just not going to make sales. Okay. And you're going to wonder why is everybody else making sales when I'm making sales? And this is just, baloney or whatever it goes through, again, your filing cabinets that get kind of blocked right up here. Right. So anyway, I've been thinking about this Zoom here tonight and thinking about what am I going to say before I introduce my son, because the thing about it is, again, it is a very simple system. You can make $200, $500, $1,000. And so when I started studying internet marketing, back 12 years ago, I was like, oh, this is great. This is a program. I can advertise a website. The video does this telling and selling for me. Hey, I'm in, I can do that. But we've evolved since that for 12 years. Like we've evolved. Like me personally, I've been working on the 2000 level. We've evolved. Like my husband's even given me input. Like what can we have for the 2000 level? So as a family, my son and I and my husband, we, you know, as a family, like to give huge value. We don't want it just to be a, hey, a $200,000, $500,000 deal. Okay. We want you to be here for the long haul with us. So that's what I wanted to just kind of say here tonight, is that we've been working in the background, and whenever you program another level in, it does take time, because it's not like we can slap it together and say, here's a 2000 level. No, we actually want it to be very valuable. We want this to be a evergreen product, and we want it to be something that people are like, oh my gosh, I gotta have it. So so anyway, that's what I wanted to share tonight. And again, if you do the advertising and you put in the time that it takes to study step 1, step 2, step 3, and you don't just keep coming to these Zooms without bringing anybody or advertising for the Zoom here tonight, that's on you. That's literally on you. I've invited lots of people today. It's what I do on a Monday. And the cool part about it is I'm only down to maybe 1 to 2 days maximum online. That is it. I mean, I'm helping people close sales. I just closed one for Lee last week, Will Lee, for Tony, for myself, for Rob. So I'm in the background working on the product and also speaking to people on the phone. I have 2 callbacks here to make tonight. I have another member that she, out of the blue, got a call back in. So the system works. It's really amazing how it works. And now with the callback feature and I email your leads, there's really pretty much, like we talked last week on the 3 Zooms, there's really not much else you have to do except for advertise. And I didn't have that when I started. I had to advertise, I had to call, I had to learn what to say on the phones. What do I say on this, when I do a callback? Like these were all the things I used to be like so fearful. So now we've taken that away, and that's why we call it Get Fearless Freedom, because you're gaining your freedom that you want. Okay. So you can learn it just like I have. I've taught my son how to do it, and I've taught thousands of others how to actually become independent and make money online. So again, my son's going to do the presentation. It's going to be a short, sweet presentation here tonight. And then we jump off and we have some really good bonuses again for the Father's Day weekend, and we'll get you started here tonight. All right. So welcome, Rob. This is my son, Robert, and he's been working with me for lots and lots of times, and he does all the setups. He's the tech guy because I'm not techie at all. And so he does everything for the new members as they come on board. So, hey, Rob, I'll have you take it away.
Thank you. Thank you for that intro. Great to have everyone on. Yeah, really good to see some new faces. Always familiar faces as well. And thank you, of course, everyone joining in tonight, tuning in tonight. We're gonna keep it short, sweet, and we're gonna have a great party tonight to sign up. So yeah, Get Fearless Freedom. This is pretty awesome what we have here tonight. We have a model here that, thank God it's Monday. Actually, a lot of people, go, wait, what are you talking about, Rob? Thank God it's Monday. But honestly, it really is around here at GFF. We are rocking and rolling here with the Fearless Freedom. So, yeah, this is our Get Fearless Freedom Zoom overview. And if it's the first time that you're joining in, tuning in, welcome, welcome. And we choose not to participate in the recession and depression going on. That's a model that we have here because we want to make sure you guys are getting free and financially stable. So we have this awesome fearless model where we stay fearless, and we want to make sure everyone gets back to who got invited tonight. So if a person invited you in, you're watching this as a replay, live, YouTube, Facebook, you name it, anywhere that it's been syndicated, that you want to make sure you absolutely get back to them, and that's how you're going to join. And how can we improve the online industry? Well, it's actually really interesting what's going on out there, right? We want to make sure, how are we going to improve it? Well, we have money now or we have money later. We came to the conclusion that, look, you can always grind your gears off. You can grind, everything online. You can really, really, try to, I don't know, just really, really, really work hard. Or you can simply get into the system and actually experience the automation. So in the comment zone below, just type money in the chat if you would like to have 100% commissions come your way and we take care of the automation. I mean, that's awesome right there, right? And when I see comments flowing, I love seeing them because I love interaction. So thank you for that. And the greatest part is a part of that, you're typing money is this is not a network marketing program. This is the best part. So if you're brand new coming on the Zoom and you're like, hey, you know what? I might as well be on here for the night, see what this is all about. Well, the best news is it's not a network marketing program. We have a very easy model, like my mother was explaining, that we have our affiliates, they invite people to the Zooms, and that's really where the action happens too. And we have, people like our monkey friend here, George, he invites people and gets those thousands on automation. So we have a very simple method. We don't like hype. We don't like a bunch of jargon and a bunch of hypey words out there. We want to make sure that you get down to the meat and potatoes of a business. We want to make sure that you have a very easy, clear, concise image of what we have here. It's a simple advertising model. We have a callback hotline. We have the websites that market for you. All you have to do is simply advertise, which you're going to see what we have here. So always as before, we have an earnings disclaimer. And this is something I love and I'm very happy to, talk about because you just won't see it out there often. So the earnings disclaimer is that, of course, this is no guarantee that you accept the risks and earnings the income statements have been, it's differing from every individual. And their success, their background, dedication, their motivation, of course, is all within themselves. But however, we have seen incredible, awesome results. And of course, we're going to talk over this overview here. So, of course, I always love to throw this Fair Use Act, copyright, teaching, scholarship, research, and news reporting, criticism, and comments. So that's what we just throw in there. I just want to show that's what we have. Distractions, none of that tonight. So if you are tuning in on the Zoom and you have things going on, try to mitigate that. No squirrels jumping in the backyard, kids pulling your hair, or the cat box needs changing. I always love to joke around, but that's, totally the truth. We've had some people that have, they've gone to the drive-through at Burger King or In-N-Out Burger and they're like, you can hear, hello, welcome to In-N-Out Burger. So that's the stuff we hear, and I like to make a joke that we want to have money tonight. We want to make sure you guys get a hold of that. So grab the popcorn. Tonight's going to be very fun. So obviously they sell the hope out there, right? There's a lot of programs on the online space. Like I said, how can we improve the industry? And what we have here is we love to sell the solution. You're going to learn about that. We've created a very, very easy business. And along with our help here, our camera, we have lights, action, and here we go. We have ourselves. These are the four that are involved in Get Fearless Freedom. We're a family of four. So it's actually a family-owned online business that can help you. What we did here is we're like, look, we don't want the get rich system. We want it built by something. We want it built by some humbleness, right? We want it built to be built where it can help existing businesses offline or online. And so with that foundation of 12 plus years in the industry, my mom, 7 years for myself, and 35 years being self-employed, my parents, we wanted to see, hey, how can we relate to the average Joe? How can we get them to be rocking and rolling online? And so that's why we created a very easy, automated income system at the Get Fearless Freedom Casino here. We cover three major things. The number one, of course, outside of this is, can I do it? And absolutely you can. But we cover here the traffic, the training, and the techiness of the issue in the online industry. Because, however, those three right there, a lot of people say they, cover the training. That may be true, but the techiness, the setup, the traffic, where to get leads, we're a lead generation company. So we love to help you get those leads. And done for you, of course, thrown into a box. And of course, we have these awesome new things. If you're brand new seeing this, we have our company owner email broadcast system and our callback lead system. You're gonna see what that's all about. It's phenomenal. And of course, back in 2019, we rolling on up into 2024, and we asked ourselves, okay, how can we make this happen in 2024? Reselling digital products and tools, right? Of course, everything in life is actually selling. The moment you got out of the womb, the moment you entered this world, you immediately sold your parents that you're the most cutest baby ever, right? I hope, right? So we could always be like Steve Jobs and not be wanted. But this is a different talk for a different night, and we want to make sure that everyone has equal playing ground here, that they can actually win online. And that's why we made it a very, very easy twist. With marketing, the strategies, the price, the sales, all that talk gets in our heads. And we're like, okay, so we've seen advertising throughout the years. We have always seen businesses in front of us. We've seen the 80s ads, the 90s, the World Cup series. It's hard to actually find things online that won't sell. Believe it or not, online selling is very, very easy, despite what most people think. And the digital revolution, we've actually changed it where now we can actually take these average Joes, plug them into an automated system. They actually take the action and then the results may come in. So it's pretty awesome, And of course, we've seen incredible results. Establishment with business out, the established businesses out there actually love taking and using our software. We have software that can help any business. Pretty amazing. And it's the lifeblood of most online businesses. You're going to learn that we're actually the secret behind a lot of the capture pages and the marketing system behind a lot of things out there. So we found that during the gold rush, most miners actually lost money. The gold rush, yes, you've always heard it, where, the stories go where, the people that made the most money were the picks, the shovels, the tents, the blue jeans, and all that. That's where the money was made. It wasn't the guy that said, Tom, said to his wife, hey, Jennifer, I'm going to go out there and get the gold. And she's like, yeah, right. And it happened over and over and over again. It never happened, right? But the people that, sold those picks and shovels and tools, that's where they truly made the gold. And we have to take a time machine here, right? I love going back in time, right? It's really when the simple times were, but we want to make sure it's simple for you in 2024 as well. So we have our gentlemen here. They're not really that happy. I mean, they're not finding the gold. They got their pistol on their hip, but it's not there to protect anything except probably the dog, right? But we have a digital importance going on. We recognize that there's a massive importance with options out there, to fit people's budgets, to get online, to get started, to go viral, to track that behavior of their audience. How can they take a hold of their audience and make, a successful story out of themselves and then the people they touch? And so you got to ask yourself, if we could do this, right, we could help you. We close the sales, we set up your members, we have done for you email marketing, done for you social media images, and we actually call back your leads. Type a number 3, because I love threes. Threes are good. They're good luck. They're good numbers. Type a number 3 if that's actually for you. And we're going to hold on to that for you because this is truly something that you want to grab a hold tonight because this is why we're like, hey, we've seen the issue, we've seen the problem, we want to make sure you guys can get in on it. And of course, the cool part is we actually give you the ads. Yes, that's not just a presentation here. We actually do give you the ads. And you're going to see how easy right here. We plug a play and into our groups, our Facebook groups, our Telegram groups, our information that my mom sends out. And this is awesome. And of course, your sponsor can help you as well. the affiliate partner. These are ads like this. This is amazing. Some of the ads that we come up with. And actually, you're looking at the guy that actually created all these. I created every single image that you're about to see. And we love to really see how we can grab the attention in 2024, how we can have the tools and software where you guys can win too. And you can see all of these images you can get when you join. So we make the customer the hero of the story. We want to make sure you guys become the hero tonight, right? And heroes take action, right? Successful people take action. They don't blame others. They don't look at the economy. They don't look at the climate change. They don't look at anything, but they look at their own person in the mirror, right? And so that's what they do. They want to make sure that when they want to become successful, that's where we want to make sure you guys become the hero in your story. And that's where we have a very, very basic model where it goes from cold, right, to a sold model. And that's where we close your sales for you. Again, we don't have you talk to the people. That's huge. That's actually the biggest thing, actually, online. They get on the online business and then they go, wait a minute, I got to actually explain this. No, invite to Zooms. We cover everything else, as you know. And that's why we have incredible features that help you out. That's awesome, Robert. But where is the money, right? The money is there. That's what number one people want to see. And so what we have here is we have three incredible, incredible levels. And right up at the top of that right there is coming in on the 2000. And we are soon to have a $2,000 level. So definitely you want to get in tonight and see this comp plan. This is awesome. Okay. And the words of quoting Steve Jobs, awesome. That's literally what this is because it's an instant commission payout. Our funnels actually work for every single type of business. Unlimited payouts, member to member. We never take in the money. It's peer to peer, no waiting periods, one click funnels, soon to have authorized.not in a intern. I'm sorry, my tongue tied here. Soon authorized.not integration. Sorry, my tongue. I get so excited because this is really where it's happening. Because this is, I've seen where people they'll make commissions. They'll have to wait 30 days in their PayPal or wherever from the company. I'm not talking PayPal. I'm talking the company themselves will hold it. We did not like that. We wanted to make sure it's peer to peer. And of course, it's going to be between you and your personal person you bring in. So we have a one-click payment system and setup. This is the very important part of Get Fearless Freedom. So what you'll do is as soon as you get, and you're going to see the whole process of, joining in tonight and getting your system set up, how quick and easy it is. We wanted to make sure that it's a modern back office, but still easy. How do we find the two? How do we find the balance between the two? Well, at our amazing team, we've seen that back offices, they don't need to look glamorous, but they do need to have function, but they still need to look good. And that's what we're doing here. And so right here, this page, you're going to fill it out on how you want to get paid. You're going to be able to put your Cash Apps, your Venmo links. It actually has RTF support, so rich text format. You can always highlight words, put your links in there, your checkout pages, you name it. You have the world to do that. And then as soon as you do that, you click submit payment options. You'll see this screen. It just tells you, hey, Tom, Joe, Jennifer, Tammy, Robert, Gregory, whoever on here wants to get paid, they just click continue. That's all it is. You're continuing that journey onto the one-click funnel. And it's right there on the dashboard. You have your one-click funnel. If it's done correctly and it was not clicked off, you're going to get that one-click funnel. We perfected the sales funnel. And the sales funnel is actually extremely, extremely important online because people, what happens is people market. When we said it can be used for any business, with these funnels and stuff like that. You're going to see that, but it's really something because I've seen it, Mom, where, selling their health business, their products online, and they're in my inbox and they're not marketing like how we do. We don't want to be in people's inboxes. And I get a random link and I click it and there's nothing to capture. There's no fishnet. And so this is the part that mom's going to talk on, why it's important, why we perfected this, and why, these capture pages are not oversaturated because we can change them at any time. And we don't like capture pages like this. So you can talk, Mama.
Yes, sure. So I mean, when I first got into my way back, I think we were still mortgage brokers. And I think it was prepaid legal, Rob, believe it or not. And I said, you know what, I want to build some residual. So the first thing that comes to mind is like, well, what network marketing company can do that? Well, I got into it and then I got into it and I had a raw link. So even back then, and you would think that you would have to have some sort of website that captures the person's name or email address. Because even when we were mortgage brokers, when you were a kid, we'd actually have a form. Your dad and I would say, okay, we'll fill this form out and then we'll contact you. So even back then, in like the Stone Ages, I feel like it was like we at least knew that we were going to have to build a list, like either a buyer's list or some sort of list. But, so now fast forward in 2024, you're literally looking at all these different, online businesses, possibly you're taking a look at, or you have one. What happens is that it gets saturated out there. So if a program becomes popular, and I've had over 5,000 members in my organizations, but what happens is if in my organizations or my teams, if they get too popular, then what happens is they get saturated and then no one can actually get opt-ins. Your opt-in rates keep going down, 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 down. And then people wonder, well, what the heck? Why are we not getting any people to opt into our website? So with us, I'm always
Exactly.
showing new pages. Like I have new pages. I just created like five of them this weekend, for example. And that's the beautiful part about it, is that you can actually put these like fishing nets, like Rob likes to call it, because it's like you're putting out a net, and then you can collect that lead. So all you're doing is essentially being a lead collector. And that's all I do. I've had over 100 leads over the weekend, like literally just come into my funnel, my website, my capture pages. And so we can be out, swimming, hiking, Rob goes to the gym a lot. And here we are, we set up our campaigns so that we take maybe an hour, maybe sometimes even just 15 minutes if we have it, because we're very busy. Our lifestyle is very busy. But that's the thing, people don't realize that you can just do 15 minutes of work here and there, and all of a sudden you got, boom, people coming onto your list. So you don't have to spend a lot of time like a lot of people think. Like I've mentioned before, this year we've literally had so many different things going on. We just had Bella, she just got her teeth operated on last week. And so she's sitting right here. We were in the dentist, she hears her name. We were in the dentist office for almost half the day, almost the whole day, but yet I was making sales and, and things like that coming in. It's just on Friday. I think Sean's right here right now. He's all of a sudden, boom, there's $1,000 cash app that just comes in. So you want to just like follow what we teach, because the tools are there. The income that you want and desire can possibly, take it to the next level. You can change your zip code if you want. I mean, the sky's potentially the limit here. So you don't want to use just one page, because like I said, if you ever get into something where, and I've gotten caught where, okay, now all those pages, a lot of my vendors will actually say, time out, Tammy, you can't send me that page. Well, what are you going to do when that happens? What are you going to do? Ask yourself here tonight. Do you have a system where you can actually just on the fly create it in 10 seconds? Do you have a system like that? Because if you don't, right there, Rob's showing you, because if you don't, and I'll show the campaign that I created for tonight's as well after you're done with your presentation, Rob. I literally specifically can type in the date of the campaign, so that I can track the sale when they come in. I can track it. I can track the sale. It's literally a hands-free system, And we're also doing an offline ad, which I just got a call back on, and I'm gonna give them the people in the co-op the chance to give the person a call back. But if they want me to do it, that's fine. I don't have no problem calling people. Been doing it for 12 years. But that's the thing is you like when people are looking at an online system, they want it to be step by step by step and simple, but they also don't want it to get saturated. And believe me, like I said, I've been doing this for 12 years and I've seen systems actually get saturated to where their opt-in rates go way, way down. So
Exactly.
Kevin
Yeah, that's the
just
hard
said, I love,
truth right there.
yeah, Kevin can
Yep.
say, we did this last Wednesday, he gave his huge testimonial. So anyone that's new to these Zooms, if you want, we have a Facebook group. But we're working on a lot of different things right now for the products for the 2000 level. So yeah, but he has posted in the Facebook group of his actual screenshots of the campaigns. And they're great, Kevin. You're doing great. In fact, I think he's like addicted like me. I think he likes to like create the word smithing and then to see how many people will actually respond.
Yeah, wordsmithing is really, really awesome. Especially, you can use it for anything. You can use it for GFF, and which is what most people do. They
Yeah, it's
use
a
it for
training platform.
GFF.
It's a learning
Awesome training.
platform, training platform. I don't believe in, see, because I actually thank my sponsor now. That didn't help me do anything. I
Yeah,
thank him because I had to learn it all on my own. He gave me some guidance, but he only gave me like a 1 page, Rob. You remember that? I sent off
I
$3,500.
remember that. What that was crazy. You you
Yeah, he
you
didn't help
sent
me at
off. So
all.
guys, listen to this one. I'll talk for her too.
Yep.
She sent $3,500 off, and the guy confirmed her and goes, "Here you go." And it's a 1 page, and then my mom never heard from him ever
Nope.
again.
He
No,
wouldn't
no
answer my phone
text back and
calls.
forth, no help,
No
no
Zooms, nothing.
email, no Zooms, no live transparency, none of that. So
No.
when we talk about this is a hidden gem in the online space of what we have. And so
Yep.
you definitely want to grab a hold and get your position in because it's so easy to make sure that, once you start like plugging in, I even look at it as a learning thing too. Even if people get
Yep.
in and they're like, hey, it takes them a month or whatever to really get going, you are learning. That education is so important. So that's why we have 3 levels with our back office preview here. And of course, we have multiple live demos of our back office. Like I said, very modern, still simple. We have our funnel builder, all those funnel builders, incredible training that community support and affiliate integration. Like I said, you can add your ways of getting paid. You can upgrade at any time, which is like almost unheard of sometimes because sometimes the sponsors want to get that full out money over on top of the level, and that's just wrong. So the first level starts at 200, next is at the 500, along with our Craigslist software. This is software that is literally not out there ever on the internet. This is proprietary, patented
Yeah,
software
no one
that
else
we
has it.
have. It's incredible. And this software actually targets classified people that are actually interested on businesses like this, right? And so we have things like where we post in Las Vegas, San Diego, Phoenix, San Antonio, Miami, North Carolina, Raleigh, all around, okay? You can do that. And then you get replies like this based on, of course, the ad copy that we actually provide in the Getting Started guide. You, of course, just want to change that up and, make it your own unique ad copy. Well, that's what's cool is we have even more than that. It's more than just an online business. We have resources to get items like this and expand your wealth and flip things like that. So that's really cool. The third level, this is really like the top favorite, of course, and then soon to be the Elite 2000 coming in. We'll, of course, declassify the name and everything as, as B. with the launch and everything. But, you know, some people have gotten a light snack preview of some wording of what we're going to do, but we are not telling no one. No one will get anything until it truly launches. And that's what we want to do it as. It's going to be phenomenal. But we have, you know, the funnel builder, all of that included. Of course, that $1,000 one-time affiliate payment. So if, you know, whoever invited you tonight, you are going to get with them. You're going to be able to pay them. They'll confirm you. You'll get in on, you know, the setup where you do the one click and all that. The 1,000 right here, this is really cool because when you see us live, like you're seeing us right now, the cool thing is with the 1,000 is you actually get a hold of a mastermind class every month. So there's literally classes like real estate, trading, crypto, where you have to pay monthly that 1,000. Like literally, I've seen it. In fact, sometimes people don't even understand what they got. I mean, mom was telling me there's a real estate guy charging 10 grand just to get on a 30-minute call. I get on 30-minute calls for $1,000. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
your dad
like
and I
this
used to
is
pay, like, I'll just give everybody an example here. I'm a proponent of higher education, but I teach my kids to go through like, like entrepreneurial stuff. Like, okay, so like this week, for example, I'll give you an example. I signed up for a life coaching program because I'm always wanting to know how I can help people in that regard too. So there is a component in the 1,000 level talking about the mindset and the personal development. I really, really believe in personal development, especially when you're working for yourself, right? So Rob's showing it to you right here. But for example, what Rob's talking about is like when him and his dad, my husband, we would actually educate ourselves. We would pay like one time $20,000 for a real estate event. And it went from
yeah.
Friday we got there, and I'd have to have my mom and dad watch the kids. And then Sunday, it was like done. So, I mean, and then the other ones we used to go to all the time when we were mortgage brokers, and we would always tell our loan officers, you know what? Educate yourself all the time. You're always learning, right? We're always learning. Like, it doesn't matter how old we get, we're always learning. We always want to learn. So I think that's what I had when I had the idea of Get Fearless Freedom was, yes, it's done for you. Yes, we've incorporated the call back and the email follow-up. But you know what? Like Thursday, for example, we had people come there, aha moments. They're just like, wow, I didn't know how
Hmm.
to do or add an email. So I mean, people are always having these breakthroughs. And we put the replays right in the back office where you can listen to them. But I think that's what I wanted is I wanted it to be every single month a new mastermind and a new module back there. And we have over what, 14 now? It's crazy.
It's phenomenal. It's
Phenomenal.
like I
It's
literally
like
keep
this is
scrolling,
now
keep
worth almost
going.
like $10,000 when you think about it. How
Oh
many
yeah,
masterminds we
absolutely.
have back there where people can just log in and listen to it. If you've missed it, if you missed Thursdays, I've already sent it to my programmer. Don't worry about it. It's going to be underneath the Supreme Mastery. But yeah, so that's the cool part of what Rob's talking about is you can come live and you can ask questions. In fact, did anyone get my email about, hey, if you have a question, any member, if you want to comment, say yes. If you have a question, you can send in an email prior to the Zoom before we even jump on the live mastermind. So we did that last week. So I think it's really important for people, to realize that, if I don't know, like a marketing question, like Facebook ads, for example, don't work anymore. They used to. So I'll tell you what's working now and what's working, possibly in the future. Like we don't know the future, but I'm just telling you, like I said, no, actually the Facebook ads have changed, just like Google ads, like when we had the Google ad slap, right? Like things changed. So there's four marketing methods that I use every single day: Craigslist, solo ads, YouTube, which we're on, obviously, and Facebook. Those are four. Of course, I'm incorporating Instagram now and TikTok, but hey, I'm generating enough leads and enough sales with just those four places. You know what I mean? So I just want people to realize you don't have to be everywhere. If you just do 2 to 4 marketing methods, you're going to, and the one where we go, you're going to really, make a lot of money here. Of course, again,
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
based upon your
Of
efforts.
course,
I have to
based
always
on,
say that. So
yeah,
you
no,
never
it's
state
very
any
important.
income claims, of course. It's a business opportunity. You
No,
can't state income claims with
no,
a
you
business
cannot.
opportunity.
You can't
No,
state
you
per
cannot.
day that you're gonna
No,
make something. No,
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 you
you
cannot.
can't put a dollar sign and then put per day.
No,
Nope, nope.
we say per
But yeah,
sale.
no. Yeah, absolutely, because it is per
It is.
sale.
It's a per sale
But
thing, right?
what we love is that automation in the background, because systems that have to, like what you saw in the beginning, before GFF was that literally you had to connect here, do this, add this, pay that amount, and then it was just like that was one funnel, guys. And so with mom, she was able to get this programmer and build this incredible website for us all to enjoy. And then of course the 2000 coming in, being coded and made right now, is it's just wow. That's going to be something that we just discussed just yesterday, and
Yep.
getting the filming correct. It's always something that it's like we have people are like, okay, I just can't wait to see Rob's 7-minute new one. Well, yes, that's awesome, but there's an existing one as well right now.
The
So
existing
there's
one has
existing.
made everybody a lot of money. Wait till you see the new
Hmm.
7-minute one. It's gonna be great. But I'm just like everybody else. I work on one thing at a time, and then you
Yep.
complete that task, and then you get on to the next one. But it'll be there. Don't worry, everybody will have a brand new one, brand new website. It's coming with the callback theme for GFF. So
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of cool stuff. Of course, it's gonna all come and wrap in all, and its own timing is gonna be great. But with this callback right now, I mean, this is awesome right here. Of course, we don't have the monkeys, we don't, these are just little cartoons, but our callback team really, really awesome how we're able to close your sales. That is the number right there, 1-800-995-0795. And you will actually find the sponsor's ID, whether it be in tonight's email or a previous email, you will find it. And of course, you can always, and the callback, you can always mention the person's first and last name. And then, we will associate that to, of course, you can even find a person's link. The person's link itself will have their actual username. You can include that in the callback as well. So of course we have to ask ourselves, we closing your sales, right? We're setting up the members. We have the done for you emailing. The emailing we're going to go over a little bit more because we did make good time, Mom, tonight.
yep.
The social media images, the callback, of course, you held your yes until now as well, I'm sure, because it's just awesome, right? This system so cool. And tonight you're going to learn something that top sponsors actually truly don't want you to know. And that's with the email follow-up. So email follow-up, this is not to go over your head. This is not a technical explanation. This is something to know that that you're in the right hands. We've done this for you. So go past the technical talk and just understand we took care of this exact issue. So this very thing right here, top sponsors, we like to be, I call it, shaking up the industry type of people, Mom. We like to actually make sure the little guy wins.
Yeah.
Well, the email follow-up was a really, really big issue because you would get
This
on
part,
an
yep.
online business and you would never have a follow-up. You'd look like a duck in the headlights, basically. And so with this done for you email portal, we have incredible features that we've now included. One being a paid email domain. And you're going to be like, why do I need that? Well, I'll lightly explain it. And then we're going to get up to the sign up party because this is going to be fun tonight, Mom. We have the done for you email portal. This is where this portal, if you guys got an email that goes out, I'm sure you did. You never have to write emailing again. You never actually have to worry about that. My mom takes control of that with our custom API. The leads are protected via the API. It's a beautiful API that was created. And it goes like this. So it connects in with your GET response or Aweber email broadcaster. both you have a free and a trial account, so you don't have to worry about cost out of pocket there. Connects in with that, account. And what we've done is we've included now a paid email domain that has incredible open rates. Yeah, open rates. So we've done this, and it's a first and only in the industry. I've seen a bunch of stuff going on, and I'm like, this is awesome what we've done. And so to create that more engaged audience, email marketing's extremely important, right? I mean, I'm a Facebook guy. I'm a social media, Twitter, Facebook guy. Okay. And that's kind of my thing. That's my age category. That's just my thing. I like instant gratification, like a lot of people do, but I also have such a value and love. A love for the value of email marketing because I've seen where it's important. I mean, I have emails that are sitting right in front of me, and these are products that I want. They're stuff maybe to improve my car engine. I love cars. I'm just a typical all-American guy here. I love all the stuff like that. So I like to get things for my car, whatever. And I'm like looking at emails, and it was an email. It was not a social media post that expired. It has to scroll like TikTok, right? So that's why we wanted to make sure, how are we going to expose that what's going on and just whoop, wipe it out like a river and actually show you what truly works here with our new thing. So this is a first in industry, only in industry, patented, beautiful, gorgeous new thing that we've done here. It's a GFF email account. And so this actually is a email account, a part of your membership with Get Fearless Freedom. And what we've done is you can actually connect this email account with Aweber or Get Response. So you actually can connect this paid domain. It goes into their broadcaster, which will use, it will use that email. And it's important because why not use a Gmail? Why not use a Yahoo, Robert? Why not use those just free existing Gmail accounts? Well, you can't. No longer. The industry changed, and they're not telling you that. Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, MSN, you name it, just name every single Proton Mail, you name it, has all blacklisted the ability to email through a broadcaster. You cannot do it no more. Guess what? We figured out the solution. So, boom, let's go, let's get
Yep.
this going because this is huge. And the ability, what we've done is we
It is huge,
generate
actually. I mean,
yeah, this is
I've been doing
actually
email
beyond
marketing
massive.
for, like I said, many, many years, even when we were mortgage broker and real estate investors. And the thing is who everybody checks their email still, everybody checks their email. Yes, everybody checks their Facebook and their messenger, but where I'm getting actually the sales over and over and over, and you can show screenshots to people. I mean, literally,
Mhm.
it's boom, like here is the sale. Like you get it right in your email. You know what I mean? So I just
Yep.
want people to understand that, yeah, we talked to our programmer and we said, we want to set ourselves apart. We want everybody to understand that they don't have to pay for an additional email. So it's literally it comes with the $47. So you're getting all this education, you're getting all these tools and everything like that for literally $1.56 a day. And like I said, I was paying $600 to $700 per website every
Yep,
time
I
I
remember it. I
per
literally
website.
remember it.
So
Yeah.
back there in the back office, when I can just go in there like I did, and I'll share my screen, I'll open up here my back office and I'll show everybody my campaign that I set up today, for example. Okay. So let me just do this. Let me get it ready. So let me show this. So when I set up my challenge to myself is it's usually 20 to 30 to $50,000 a month, depending on, I'm helping a lot of affiliates, obviously. I set this up, for example, today. This is my challenge. So when I actually send out the solo ad, okay, and I have lots and lots of vendors, I send that person this link. So here it is, right? That's the new page, one of the new pages. So again, I'm always changing the page. I can always track my sales, and then I can always see that one money spend. Let's say I spend $100. Let's say I spend 50. Maybe I spend 5. Maybe I did a Craigslist ad or whatever. You can always see what your business is doing. Again, who wants to make 5 figures, 6 figures on here? Because if you're wanting to follow along with us, like many people are doing, you want to make sure you're at least tracking it, right? You got to track your sales. So I just want people to see every time I set up a campaign or my month, I might have, maybe I have 10 different pages. So like for July, like when we do July, right? It'll be a 2000 capture page. I'll come up with something. So like I have my Telegram group where I drop it. I'm going to have an actual chat for anyone that's at the 2000. Kevin's already in it. Vince is already in it. So, because they've already prepaid for the 2000 level. So I actually have a Telegram chat where we're going to have an interactive to where I'm showing everybody my campaigns. That's going to be exciting because that's going to be life-changing right there. So I just want everybody to see that all you're doing is advertising that website. Rob wanted me to show the other part, which is the done for you email. Obviously, people get my emails. And again, you don't have to worry about always, hey, you know, I don't want to do social media. I have a lot of people that actually come to me and say, I'm not going to join because I don't want to do social media. I'm like, well, you don't have to do social media. In fact, this system is set up so you don't have to do social media. Are people posting on social media with it? Are people making money with it on social media? Absolutely. But you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Okay. And we talked about that on Thursday. It was a good hour and a half Zoom. So if you missed it, it's actually in the paid group. It's a really, really good one. But yeah, Rob, if you wanted, if we have any questions now, we're pretty much going to wrap it up. But if there's anyone that has not joined yet and you have a question, let's take those from people, at least not current members, but anyone that has not joined and had a chance to ask us any question. We'll go ahead and stay on live. In fact, I'll go ahead and I'll end the live stream right now on YouTube. And then I will end the recording.